I really don't see your point, Mr. Conway.
I do believe I made it quite clear, George. Our family needs your help.
In what way? I really don't see how I can help much more.
It all depends on how far you're willing to go to protect my family.
What do you mean by how far?
Let me be more specific, George. This exam needs to be negative.
I don't know what to say.
I'm pretty sure you will know what to do. As I told you, my son Leonard is not the father of this child. And of course, this woman is trying to take advantage of this.
He is?
There is not a single possibility that my son is the father of one of my secretary's child, if you know what I mean.
Would you mind if I asked you something?
Please, son. I'm all ears.
Are you telling me that I'm supposed to say the test is negative, no matter what the result itself is?
Please, George. That's something you're saying. Of course, you know that our family would never leave this poor, innocent child alone. After all this scandal, our duty as a family would be to help, even though we're pretty sure that our Leonard is not the father of the son, and that the exam from your institute is going to prove it so. Have a good night, George. I know you're going to do the right thing. I hope you understood what I meant. Oh, and by the way, please make sure you pass by my office. We need to discuss the possibility of you representing our government in this international congress about hunger in Africa.
I know. I understood you quite well. Thank you for taking my name into consideration.
We're family, George. The Elliots and the Conways are the two most traditional families in Florida. We need to stick together.
Well, like I said, Mr. Conway, everything will be all right. Well, I will supervise it myself. There's nothing to worry about.
George, are you going out?
Yes.
Are you all right?
Just a headache. I need some fresh air.
Okay. Abigail? Abigail, are you sleeping?
No, I was just writing a bit. George told me that keeping a diary might help me recover my memory, so.
Oh. Well, would you mind checking on George? He doesn't seem to be very well. I mean, George is such a reserved person. But I noticed he really likes talking to you. Would you please?
No problem. I'll be right down, okay? Hey, would you mind if I joined you?
No, please.
Your sister told me that you kind of looked a bit upset, and I was...
Thank you, Abigail, but right now I don't want to talk.
I understand.
No, you don't understand.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe I do care a lot for you, and... well, if there's anything I can do to help, please, let me know, okay?
Would you mind staying here with me and enjoying the silence? I like your presence. Can we do those Tai Chi exercises you taught me? Can we do them now? They're very interesting.
That's okay. I know what you mean. Take your shoes off. Go get yourself dressed properly and I'm waiting for you. Here.
Ted, I know you're my agent and you care about my career, but right now I'm doing my very best to learn how to make, how do you call it?
Gazpacho.
Yeah, gazpacho. And besides that, I'm not in the mood to talk about my agenda for next week. I'll call you later, sweetheart. Bye.
Look, you have to carefully select the tomatoes.
How do I select them?
It's not the weight, the size or color. It's the smell. Try.
Why don't we skip this part? And you select them and I'll just learn how to do it.
Skip.
Yeah, like jump. You know, jump. Oh, you jump when you're playing, and when you're reading and doing activities, you skip a part or a line.
I'm sorry, but if it is your gazpacho, you have to select the tomatoes. Come on, try. They will come with your feelings.
I like this one. Oh, I'm not sure.
You don't need to be sure when you're cooking. It's like magic. It's just to, how do you say, let it flow.
It's so funny how you get confused with the words sometimes. Tell me, Carlos, how did you learn to speak English?
You don't remember you taught me. You were about 12 and I was 20 in England. I was the cook's son.
But that was 15 years ago. Oh my God, that was you? Is you? I mean, I know you are you. Oh, forget it. I don't even know what to say. I can't believe that was you, the kid from school.
17 years ago. And yeah, that was me.
So I was your first teacher?
Yes, and a very good one indeed.
What a coincidence.
If there were coincidence, this could be one.
I'm sorry?
Sorry about what? That was then, and this is now. So, Miss Elliot, let's select vegetables. Close your eyes. You select vegetables by touching them.
Oh, this is interesting. I think this is a mushroom.
Yeah.
So soft.
All though you don't remember your Tai Chi classes, I'm sure you were an excellent instructor.
Thank you. Oh, are we going to the beach tomorrow to continue our training?
Yes, sure. Oh, we better get there early, though. I have an appointment at 9.
That's no problem. Although you have a busy schedule, at least now you're finding a moment for yourself.
Yes. Oh, did you notice Peter decided to start his treatment?
No. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he decided to do it before it became too late.
You know, I have to tell you something. Just don't know how to begin. The thing is, well, it's, you know how, well, to make a long story short, thank you, Abigail.
George, this humble look you have in your face right now doesn't fit you that well. Why don't we go to the kitchen and see what Carlos and Eleanor are up to?
Sure.
So, how am I doing?
In spite of the unnecessary delay in starting the treatment, I'm pretty impressed with your first results.
You always need to make your acid comments, don't you? But dude, I'm used to them by now.
Well, you'd better be, because when you get to be almost 40, you're not much inclined to change your personality. By the way, we need to have some x-rays done tomorrow.
Oh, really? But why?
Hi, Peter! I need to know what happened to your body. You know, you spent a long time...
I know. I'll go. Talk to George. Ask him to schedule a time. A time when we can go to the hospital without being seen by anyone. Please?
Well, this is new, huh? Hey, dude! You've learned the lovely word, please.
Yeah. I still remember all the other ones, right? What the hell are you looking at, you stupid nurse?
No, stupid physical therapist.
I don't give a damn about your treatment.
Oh, this is good. Oh,
you really want to hear another one? Oh, I have a good one for
Come on, let's-
you. You really want to hear? Oh, well, other words. I have worse of them for you. Okay, you really want to hear it? Take a look at this, George. I have to admit it, Eleanor Elliott. Since Carlos arrived, you have put on some weight.
That's not true. I'm still in shape.
Yeah, round shape. Just kidding. Says you look wonderful.
Carlos, the soup you have just made is absolutely fantastic. Really. What is it called?
It's called gazpacho. But I didn't make it.
But you didn't make it?
No, I didn't.
So who made it?
Eleanor did.
Well, now we have received some good news. Eleanor Elliott is on her way to becoming a good cook. Tell me another one.
It tastes just like the gazpacho I had in Spain.
Oh, thank you. Would you like some more?
Please. Gazpacho, Peter.
Make me some omelets. Can you make me some omelets?
No. I'll try gazpacho.
Have I ever told you that you're a wonderful cook?
No, but I haven't cooked before today.
Okay, guys, okay.
I am next in the kitchen. I know how to make a delicious strawberry shortcake.
How about you, Margot?
Well, since I always lived alone, I've always made my own meals. So, how about a bit of seafood? Salmon and fine herbs.
I like that. Okay, so we have the main dish and the dessert. Oh, what are you two gonna make?
George, is that nearest deli still open?
I'm afraid not.
Hey, do you guys remember when our parents used to travel and we'd pretend to be rich and famous? We used to make the craziest meals.
That French one I couldn't pronounce. You always
Oh
forced
yeah,
me to.
creme
brulee.
brulee.
That thing, yes.
Oh, it's been a while since we last played that.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we all make a special dinner and we could all cook?
Yes.
Good.
Only if Carlos supervises.
Oh, I think it's a great idea.
My honor.
Carlos, why don't you give me something to do? I mean, give me a task that won't compromise the final result of the dinner.
Let me think. You could wash the vegetables. And Peter helps him.
No, that's hard. I can't do it.
I really have to wash vegetables.
Really? Oh, is it partially?
Well, I didn't know we were having a special dinner tonight. Is all this because you knew I was arriving?
Right.
Hi, darling. How are you, George?
Greg,
Peter! Huh, I missed you, man. I have the phone numbers of some beautiful wannabe actress in Florida that would love to meet you, if you know what I mean. By the way, it's so funny to see you all guys here in the kitchen with the servants. What is this, an early commemoration of Labor Day? Well, I'll serve myself some scotch while I wait for you in the living room. We have some serious matters to discuss.
Who is that guy?
I'm sorry. He didn't introduce himself, but that's my fiance, Greg. Oh. Excuse me.
Summers are extremely surprising. We started with a beautiful summer day, and now we have this thunderstorm. I guess it's the arrival of this new hurricane. How is it called? Alan. Hurricane Alan. Talking about hurricanes, it was, what would be the right word for that? Childish of you to call my secretary to try to locate me. It wasn't really necessary, don't you agree?
Yes, but in a certain way it was, as you never returned any of my messages.
I have already told you that when I travel on business, I'm on business.
Yes, I know. You have no time for anything but meetings and more meetings.
George, I have just bought a new pharmaceutical company in the Philippines that I'd like you to pay a visit. I have been thinking about getting into this market. You'd be amazed with the amount of money people have been making.
I know. I just read an article about it.
We should sit and talk. We could make a lot of money.
We didn't know you were arriving.
It was an unplanned decision. I decided to come when I heard the news about Peter's accident.
Oh. How nice of you. How did you find out?
I need to talk to Peter. Where is he?
He's not feeling very at ease with the accident. I guess he decided to stay in bed tonight.
Call him in. I need to talk to him. By the way, Eleanor, I have received some complaints from your agent saying that you have been canceling some of your appointments. Our engagement has completely changed the audience of your program. And the price of the commercials have been increasing, so it would be very nice if you could just...
Greg, could you pretend at least a little bit that we're in love and leave the business talk for later? I know exactly the purpose of our marriage, so please, don't waste your precious time. I'll go get Peter.
George, take my advice. Think twice before getting married. Even a marriage like mine. Women do not know how to separate love from business.
I see. I'm curious, Greg. What type of business are you going to propose to Peter?
I'm sorry?
I know you, Greg. You wouldn't come here all the way from Asia if it weren't for an indecent amount of money.
You're right, George. You're right. So that's the deal, Peter. Let's go public with your accident. We could make a reality show telling the whole story of your recovery. I mean, you're gonna be even more loved and worshipped after this program than you actually are now.
And how long would this show take?
I don't know. I mean, 3 or 4
And
months.
if I don't recover at the end of those 3 months, have you considered this possibility?
Oh, I have never thought about it. I mean, we're gonna have the best team.
Don't get me wrong, Greg. But I don't think this is such a good idea. I don't want to play with the situation.
Come on, dude. Don't be that melodramatic. I have been dreaming.